Hello, I am going to show you how to set up your FUNSIES baby. I'm on the Animesh sim, but setting up your baby is the same for either the FUNSIES Animesh or IntelliGrow. Let's continue. When you move forward, you're going to see a lot of different models in the main room. Let me zoom out for you. Here are our different baby models. I'm going to go ahead and choose the Annabelle model. Just for this, first on the list, let's go ahead and choose her. We have two different sizes. We have the newborn, normal sized birth, or the premature. In case you didn't know, preemie or premature means the child is born smaller than if they were born at a normal size. 6 pounds, 7 pounds, 8 pounds, that's pretty normal. When they're smaller than that, say 3 pounds, 4 pounds, or even less sometimes, they're premature. So anyhow, I'm going to buy the Annie premature just because I think she's really cute, the preemie babies. And if you have a smaller avatar, that's a lot better. So let's go ahead and continue. And we will move to the center of the floor, right here, and res the baby out. I have a wonderful friend helping me do this because as a creator, with the way we have things scripted, we cannot do this from our own avatar. So many thanks to everyone who assisted with this. So anyhow, we're going to right-click and open the box, copy it to the inventory. Some viewers do not allow you to copy, no copy items. We use Singularity and it does. So just in case, make sure you look in the box and see if there are no copy items. Let's say here, no copy. Like right here, we'll look at the baby, and the baby reads no copy. So if you see a no copy, just take it manually out by dragging it and pulling it over. Boom. Okay, that's not a no copy. I'm just showing you as an example. So anyhow, we've made sure we have all of our items. We can discard the box. And now I'll res the baby. And here is our Annie preemie. One thing I do want to say is when you purchase the baby is instantly registered to you. And before you ever transfer the baby for the first time after purchase only, you're going to want to res that baby in World, and then you can transfer him or her safely to someone else. And the reason is the database instantly knows, okay, Rebekah Recreant purchased Annabelle. And when I res her, it's going to say in World, okay, she purchased Annabelle, and the database goes, yes, she did, and everything works. So if I just take the baby, I'll show you real quick. If I just take the baby and I drag the baby into someone else's inventory, sending it to them without resing the baby first, they'll res the baby and the database will go, okay, let's say my friend Wade and Beck who's here. Wade and Beck did not purchase Annabelle, and the database goes, no, you didn't. And the baby will poof on him and run back to our redelivery terminal for you to redeliver. So just make sure all you need to do is res your baby out. And then once you've done this is it. This is it. You pick the baby up and you can send it to your doctor to be delivered, the nurse, etc. However, let's do the setup first because you want your baby prepared. You don't want your baby to be read as FUNSIES, IntelliGrow, Animesh, Annabelle. I'm sure you have a name in mind. So I'm going to go ahead and choose a name for this cute little preemie baby. Let's zoom in. Whoopsie daisy. Let's zoom in a little more. And I'm going to go ahead and pull her up a smidge right here so we can see her little face better. And then touch her. And after you touch her, you're going to see the menu open. Let me close this. My apologies for the distraction. And you're going to want to go to Setup, Name. Here you're going to put the baby's name. I'm going to name her Angelique. So I name her Angelique. And the next thing I suggest is picking a nickname. Why should you give your baby a nickname? Well, when you use objects, toys, etc., it will look for the baby. And if you have more than one baby resed, then it can look for those babies. And if none of them were given a nickname, the nickname defaults to FUNSIES. So it'll say looking for FUNSIES, 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 and you're going, which child is that? So let's give your baby a nickname. And I'll call her again Angelique. You can give your baby any nickname. And that's it. My baby is now set up as far as naming goes. So the next step is I want to add family members. Who would I like to be able to interact with my baby if I'm not online? Feed my baby, change my baby, etc. So I go back to setup and I'm going to go to family and I will add Laguna, Recreant. Okay, and it says here add the name or UUID. So if you're not sure of the UUID, just make sure that you use their actual login name. Okay, so Laguna needs to type in Laguna Recreant to log in to the world. So that's it. And now I can either add another person, remove him, clear my list, or close the menu. I'm going to close the menu. And make yourself a little familiar with the menu. Just take a moment. You're going to see interact. The baby's a newborn. Newborns will not interact a lot with much of anything aside from food, look at a toy, and a lot of sleeping and dirty diapers. So that's not going to work just yet. Holds, that's when you're holding the baby. You can select different holds. Setup, we'll get to that in just a moment. Status, now the status tells you your baby's health. How is our baby doing? So this baby right now, their hygiene and nutrition, relaxation, recreation are all at 90%. So she's doing good. Now we're going to look at there's breastfeed. So how do you breastfeed your baby? All you need is to buy breast pads. The breast pads allow your baby to use your milk and that increases their nutrition stat. It's that simple. Yes, the baby turns to face the nipple, the baby will feed from the nipple, and you will experience that true bonding that breastfeeding gives. You can also bottle feed your baby. We also have it where you can express your milk and give that in a bottle to whomever is going to be taking care of your baby if you're at work or you're sleeping or whatever, and that way they are still drinking your breast milk. So it's up to you. You can either breast or bottle feed. Whatever you feel is best for you and your baby, that's perfect. We offer both options. Next is health. So if you look at the health, right now the baby is perfectly fine. You can give the baby a vaccine once they're 90 days old or older. Give them a loving heart. This ages your baby. It makes them grow. It ages them. It does not add intellect, but we'll get to that in another video. And you can return. So we'll close. We'll touch the menu again. And you can see status, breastfeed, health. We went through it all. That's it. If we go to setup, like I said, we'll go back. We have attachments, animations off. Animations off means when you wear the baby, let's say you're using a stroller, you select animations off, which means, or anims off, which means the baby no longer animates you. So rather than you looking like you're holding the baby, you click animations off and your avatar stops animating with the baby to be reacted. So the baby can be in a stroller, the baby's doing their own thing in the stroller, and you're doing your own thing by pushing the baby or whatever your AO is doing. That means that you are no longer animating with the baby. So sometimes if you look and you're like, hey, I'm trying to, hold my baby, I'm walking, but my arms are dangling, you may have left anims off on. So let's click anims off. That would mean my animations are off. I am no longer animating with the baby. Anims on mean now if I want to hold the baby, my arms will wrap around the baby. If I want to hug the baby, my arms will wrap around the baby. If I want to burp the baby or put the baby over my shoulder, my arms will move with the baby. That's anims on and anims off. Next, we have reg pause. A lot of people, what is that? Well, that means register position. In other words, let's say my avatar is smaller than your avatar. I put my baby on and the baby's going inside of my body. Well, that's not very comfortable, is it? Or the baby's far forward from my body. Well, that's just terrible. I want to hold my baby close. So I will edit my baby where I like him or her and touch reg pause. We suggest 3 times at least, because when you're wearing an attachment and the baby, when you're holding your baby, is an attachment, all of the time, Second Life does not always register a change. So click it, click it, click it. Yeah, it's annoying, but this is what we do. And then there's hover text, and this will put the baby's name over the baby's head. It initially comes with it not being activated. So you do setup hover text and then setup hover text. And now it would say the hover text is on. I haven't given her any name yet. So it's just, oh yes, I have. I'm sorry. Didn't we just do that? So there's Angelique. I tell you, this is about the zillionth time I've done this video and made so many mistakes. So it's just, you get bonkers. So next, we're going to go back into setup, and there is the hover text. We can touch it, turn it off, touch it, turn it on. Chat back. We offer a chat back, which you can, it's a totally different system, and you can have your baby react to different people, react to different words, like you say hi, the baby coos, you say hi, the baby cries, whatever it is. The chat back system is wonderful and great to expand your baby's vocabulary and interaction with others. We've already went through name and nickname and family. So that's it. Now, and see how easy that was? Boom, you are set up. You are literally set up. Your baby is ready. Now we take our baby and we will wear her. You want to make sure she is attached to your left shoulder, okay? So left shoulder. Always, unless you're wearing twins or you're using a front carrier or something, left shoulder is the default. Now look at my arms. I have a very strong, well, it's not mine, but you know, I have a very strong AO here. So you're going to want to touch the baby and select holds, female, and I want to show you there's strong F, so strong female hold, normal F, normal female hold. This is how the normal female hold acts with my AO. Doesn't do anything. My AO is way too strong. So what I want to do is holds, female, strong, hold baby. And there it is. And it will override. And pardon my clothing for not showing. My lag is just amazing. So there's the baby. What a cute little baby. And you can change your holds. Select holds again, female, and you can also take off your AO if you want to use the normal AOs, or if your AO, normal holds, my apologies, or if your AO does not override things. Like I have a very, very strong AO. So it was made many, many moons ago. So using it means that a lot of other animations don't work. If you have a newer AO and it was not designed to override other animations, then I suggest just using the normal. It's a lot better. Your arms will not stay in this position for a while, so it's just a better thing. When you use the strong, this is what happens. Let's detach her, and then it's going to take a little bit of time for your arms and everything to know that the baby's no longer there, because it has to go through the entire animation. And that can be a little annoying for people sometimes. So we're going to go ahead and wear her. And you'll notice my arms are getting closer and closer and smaller, down and down. But let's go ahead and wear our little one. And now I'm going to choose a softer AO. Remember, she's a preemie. So here is a softer AO, which will not register fully until that strong hold has completed. And there it is. See how my avatar is reacting? And now to remember the name. All right. So now the AO is off, and there I am interacting with the baby. My arms are still learning, but they're getting there. Do you see how the baby goes a little bit into the crook of my arm because of my outfit? This is when you can use the reg hold position. Okay, reg pause, my apologies. Edit the baby slightly, touch, setup, reg pause. And it can remember her there until I change it. See, and that's it. And you can change your holds, touch, holds. Again, normal. And let's do, sitting means when I am sitting down. Let's do the female hug. So there it is. And oh, look at that. See, my jacket is just so thick. So again, all you have to do is click your baby, right click. See these arrows? Sometimes it's harder when your avatar moves. It's just move the baby out where you want, Or even easier, you can use these arrows to go forward and back. Follow which one? See the red? Follow it, pull it out. See how simple? That's a lot simpler than trying to grab your baby and pull and move. And that's it. And now touch the baby. And again, we would do the reg position. Of course, I got that little footsie through, but you know what I'm saying. It's really not difficult. So we'll touch the baby again. Female, normal, because I'm the girl, my avatar, and that's it. And this is the premia. The premia is such a sweet little one. Now let's show you real quick how to use a bottle. We include disposable formula bottle samplers. Okay, so it's a sample. I'm going to add it to worn. That's always the best option. And I'm going to give my baby the bottle. Oh, we have a preemie, and I did edit her, so I need to edit my bottle. Just scoot it over a little bit, no big deal. Whatever you like. You can be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. The more perfect you are, the longer you're going to take to get something simple done. I'm a perfectionist, but for the sake of time, we will just let this be. And there's your baby. Touch the bottle. Use product. That's it. Your baby is now drinking the bottle. And you can tell by clicking status in their menu. So let's touch the baby. Status. And nutrition, 100%. That's it. Your baby has now eaten. And he or she will burp when they're full. And you can see the bottle is now empty. But just for that serving, so we're fine. We'll detach the bottle. And the baby is happy as can be. Now, let's change the baby's diaper. Again, setting up is so easy. Please don't be intimidated. And if you don't get something, maybe I'm speaking too quickly. I apologize. Please contact one of our CSRs or myself or Laguna. We are really here to help you. We want you to be so in love with your baby. This should be an excellent experience. So now we're going to res out the diapers. Again, this is how easy. Touch the diapers. Use product. That is it. Your baby is happy. You can hear her. Well, you can hear the other ones. Let's see. She's happy. She's smiling. She's joy-filled. So we're going to touch her again and check her status. And if we look, hygiene is 100%. That's how simple it is to take care of your Funsies baby. Really. There's nothing to it. Now, in order to raise your child's relaxation, all they need is to sleep in a crib. You can do it for 30 minutes. You can do it for an hour. You can do it for 12 hours. You can do it overnight. You can have your baby sleep for a day, whatever fits your schedule. There's no maximum amount of time. If, let's say, something were to happen, you're out of Second Life for, and yes, this has happened, a year, you will come back to your baby a year older, but sleeping, unless they are using one of the nap pads or items that let them wake themselves up. But that's a different story. Let's not get beyond ourselves. So in order to raise their relaxation, a bed. In order to raise their recreation, or with the IntelliGrow, it's also loving care, a toy. That's it. This is how simple it is to take care of your Funsies baby. This is set up. This is done. This is your baby is ready. You can now take your baby, hold your baby, buy hair, buy clothing, leave it as it is, whatever suits you. This is all about you and how you want things done. And there's our cute little one, and she's all happy, and we're done. Amazing. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I'm sorry for any blurbs or mistakes I've made. I'm human. But I do hope it's assisted you, and I will plan on making more. And I thank you so much, and thank you for choosing Funsies. We appreciate you. We want you to know that everything you do to support us, we turn around and we support others with that as well. This is our income, but we also share it with St. Jude's because we feel people need to have some joy in their life. And there are times and situations that are not very joy-filled. So we want people to be able to have a better life. So everything you do to help us, we want you to know we use that to help others as well. So thank you. Thank you for choosing Funsies. We love you very much, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Have a wonderful rest of your day.